Hi all, uh, a very warm welcome to you to one of our modules named as Multi VPC Scenario. Now, before diving on to this topic, let me just clear one thing that what this topic is contained. This topic is containing the scenarios of when to use our multiple VPC. Now, let us take some practical scenarios. Suppose I am having one front end service with one account with account A, suppose. Then I am having also one backend service to account B. Now I want to like both of the account to communicate with them. Now communication, yes, follow this diagram. I am having one account means the VPC and I am having the other VPC. Now I always want to like interact with them. Got it? Now this is possible only via one service called as VPC peering. VPC peering allows us to communicate with two or more, means with two VPCs. Now it can happen in some other scenarios. Consider a company like a big company like Google or Microsoft. They have their database scattered in different accounts, but at the end of the financial year they want to calculate the revenue. Got it? So how they will be calculating? So in that case we will be using this one, different account. Means in account A I am having one database, in account B I am having the other database. I want to like allow them the communication between account A and account B. Got it? So that is also possible via VPC peering. Now, VPC peering works in same account, VPC peering works in different account. But is it the only possibility of a VPC peering? Let us check on to our other slide. VPC peering also works in multiple account. Yes, VPC peering also works on multiple account. But the thing is that when we will be using VPC peering onto our multiple account, the diagram will look very much messy. The first point. Now I am coming on to the limitations of VPC peering. The second point is that if I want to interact, means when I am at account A, I want to interact with account D, then this is not possible because VPC peering doesn't hold the transitive relation property. Now, what is the meaning of transitive relation property? That is that when A is connected to B and B is connected to D, that doesn't mean that A can be interact with the account D. Now, these are the limitations of VPC peering. Now, what is the solution for that? Means it is my requirement that I want to connect to VPC VPC in multiple accounts. Then I will not be able to using a VPC peering. So then what is the solution for that? Let us move on to our next slide. The next slide says that there is one service called that transit gateway. Now, transit gateway, the word here holds the transit keyword. Transit keyword here refers means holding the transitive relation property. This one. Suppose we are having four accounts A, B, C and D. Fine. In this scenario, we will be adding only one transit gateway into center of this one. Okay, fine. We have added that. Now this transit gateway, what it will do? From this transit gateway, I can access from account A to any of the accounts. Just check the diagram. From account A, I can access account D. From account B, I can access account D. From account C, I can access account D and A also. Now the reason for the introduction for this transit gateway is that only we want to hold our transitive property and also to make our diagram from this one to this one, a neat and clean one. Now let us go on to our another topic that is comes under this module called as shared VPC. The word itself shared that it is shared VPC. That means we are sharing the VPCs. Now, for this thing, for this shared VPC example, let us do one thing. We have two accounts, account A, account B. Fine. So we have got two accounts, account A, production, account B, dev. Now let's see what we are having in account A. We are having the Elasticsearch option, Elasticsearch production cluster, Elasticsearch dev cluster. Fine. We have also got some Lambda functions. At which account? Account A. We have also got in account B, we have also got some Fargate. Fargate are the container service. And this is our shared public subnet. That means it is holding two major components. One is NAT gateway and other is that internet gateway. As in the previous class, I have said that internet gateway allows us to communicate with the web, that is internet. NAT used for the hiding the internal IP or the network address translation. Now, what is this diagram is all about? This diagram is all about that I can share some of the resources. Now let us check which resources this is shared. This is having a VPC at the account A. It has got Elasticsearch. Via that Elasticsearch, we are triggering means via the Lambda functions, we are triggering our Elasticsearch. We are having the container services. Now, I can also say that container services, that Fargate, is used to communicate this one, this NAT and internet gateway. So this is all about the shared VPC, means I can share the resources as well. Now we have got to our end of this slide. Now at the next module, we will be taking a look at our use case scenario. Where is the VPC we are going to use?